important in this area very much, and I was honored to work on it. And it was, like I said, it was one of the best jobs I ever did.
Yo inicio por felicitarla, gracias por estar en el canal, la verdad es un honor. Y también yo comienzo por iniciar por un filme que la verdad me parece muy interesante, que es Fragrant Nightmares, que es trata sobre el amor, pero un amor más descabellado, en el sentido de que las pasiones son muy distintas como es la atracción. Entonces me gustaría preguntarle sobre cómo usted ve desde su perspectiva, desde como joven actriz, cómo hace, como, no sé, por significado, el valor del amor en estos tiempos actuales.
John thinks that this is a movie that deals with the subject of love, but deal with this subject in a very crazy way, a very non-particular way. So tell us your vision about the subject, the love, and how should be shown or is shown in movies, and a current role in this movie.
Oh yeah. Subject of love. Well, the movie is basically about the twisted type of love in which one of the parties doesn't have the best intentions and only pretends to be in love, which I believe is something that happens to many people. However, in this case, what makes this unique, the movie, is that it's actually a crime story, a thriller. So it goes from a sort of almost romantic tone to something rather drastic over the course of the story, which made it interesting for me because when my character Emilia meets the main character Chris, it seems like they're going to be two people who will date and maybe be happy together, but then it doesn't go this way, and it's both a surprise for the audience when they see this, and it was also interesting for me to explore as an actress because it was actually one of my first movies I did, so it was something new for me as well.
John, y bueno, desde tu experiencia habiendo visto esta película, sabes muy bien que es uno de los primeros roles, de hecho creo que es el primer rol de ella, es una experiencia muy interesante, muy buena para ella, porque tú sabes muy bien que revierte todo lo que uno espera en una película de amor. O sea, uno siente que el personaje de ella como que va a terminar con cierto otro personaje y de repente ocurren giros inesperadísimos. Dice que de hecho eso fue lo que le atrajo al proyecto. Eso mismo que habíamos mencionado antes, de que se trata de un proyecto que revierte todas las expectativas en todo lo que es el amor. Creo que tal vez esto tú podrías especificar mejor esto sobre este tema, pero creo que eso responde por completo el interés que ella tuvo hacia este proyecto por un guión pues que es excelente y único. Tú lo sabes muy bien, ¿cierto?
Por supuesto, o sea, la trama de los personajes fue tan natural que fue interesante, que fue totalmente adecuada a lo como estaba en el 2013, si no estoy mal, 2017, perdón, pero porque en el 2013 está Roberto, es una película muy loca de Jason Crop, que no sé, pienso yo que es una de las películas que sí se debieron hacer en el momento justo porque fue tanta la improvisación dentro de la historia que se llevó a cabo un buen producto, no, no es un mal producto como muchos dicen. Entonces me gustaría saber, es desde su experiencia como actriz, qué tan importante considera la improvisación respecto a las escenas que los directores cuando te digan, mira, hay una escena que se requiere improvisación, pero que es inesperada. ¿Cómo usted lo manejaría desde el campo como lo es Roberto?
Okay, John agree with the things that you say. In fact, he said that the Fragrant Nightmares seems so natural dealing with this, of course, this crazy subject, but it does go with the flow. And he feels the same about Roberto. More early John, he says that he don't agree with the people that sometimes get bad critics, bad reviews about this movie because he feels that yes, it's all done in the point, and the question is, as an actress, how do you deal when a director, talking about Roberto or another movie, tells you that this is the situation that you have to perform?
Okay.
You had freedom to improvise, but not only improvise, but like, this is the situation, go ahead, you're free, do it, act it, improvise, but save the scene.
Well, I always try to find something relatable in the character I'm playing. Basically, I try to discover what the character's motivation is, because the person I'm playing can be very different from my actual personality. So I try not to judge the character, even if they're doing something I would personally never do. So yeah, for me, it's all about discovering the motivation behind their actions. For example, in Roberto, I did this funny short scene in which my character is trying to get an acting agent, the Roberto, who is the acting agent. So she calls him, and she's making all sorts of outrageous things about herself. Basically, she's lying to him. So and I had the freedom to say whatever I wanted. So I had like the basic description of the situation, but the details, that was all on me. So that was a lot of fun. But like I said, I need to know what the character wants. Otherwise, it's difficult for me to find the position from which to build the role. So in this case, I knew that she wanted to have an agent, and she was willing to lie to achieve her goal, and I took it from there.
Pero logré entender todo y vas a amar eso. Es que le estaba diciendo acá que siento que tú eres de las pocas personas, y tienes que sentirte orgulloso, que en realidad entendió la trama de Roberto, ¿cierto? ¿Y en qué sentido? Pues, hombre, vas a flipar, porque es que resulta que ella sí le dijo al director, mira, yo necesito saber qué motiva a mi personaje. Y tú sabes muy bien que la trama, ella es un personaje que tiene que convencer a la gente de actuación para que lo contrate, algo así, ¿no? Tú estoy en lo correcto, ¿cierto?
Sí, estás en lo
Y
correcto.
que pues en medio de esa, entonces acaba tu respuesta. Sí, Jhon, es increíble porque ese espacio de improvisación estaba tanto en el guión como en el personaje, o sea, como que en realidad es muy loco, ¿no? Es como que el director o sea, el actor, el que interpretaba a la gente de casting le está diciendo a ella improvisa. Pero en el guión también estaba ese espacio de improvisación. Como actriz, ella necesita saber cuál es la motivación. No, tú necesitas que te contraten. Entonces, imagínate esa locura, porque en realidad la improvisación estaba en el guión. O sea, wow. Entonces yo les dije a Kat que yo siento que Jhon sí entendió ese aspecto. ¿Tú sientes que es así, Jhon? Que sí fue que toda esa cuestión de la improvisación en realidad estaba implícita en el guión y que servía para esta historia.
Totalmente.
Ok. I really need to search, because I'm a video games fan, and I know that you acted in like an adaptation from all the Secret of Mana, Legend of Mana series, and that's crazy because we have the loot, of course, to talk with people that have appeared on video game adaptations, but the Mana series are so niche. I mean, the public that loves it is so specific. As a fan of the RPGs and video games, tell me what we can expect about this series. I promise I will watch and I will enjoy it because I'm a fan of all the Secret of Mana, Legend of Mana, all these Mana tales.
Yeah, Legend of Mana, that was an interesting project. I'm sorry if I will disappoint you. Actually, didn't really know the series that much before I had a part in it, because it was one of the experiences where I got to the parts in the series, because I've already worked with the creator on something else. And we made a good team, apparently. So when he had roles in this, and here it was. But while I really haven't gotten into the fandom just yet, because really I don't know where to start. because I'm always doing something else. I think you both know it probably. It was a lovely experience. I really enjoyed it. Incidentally, me and the director, Roska Kerifot, we are just working together on a new project that we will hopefully release sometime this year, and maybe also another one. But that's still in the progress. So.
Wow, thank you, because I really wanted to ask you about this as a fan of the Mana series. Jhon, es que es una locura, porque ya casi de lo mejor, ¿no? Dice que listo, que ella vino a conocer sobre toda la saga de Legend of Mana. Yo le pregunté por qué ella aparece digamos, en una especie como de trabajo que homenajea a las Legend of Mana, Series of Mana, todas las series de los videojuegos de Mana. Y dice que es una locura porque ella aceptó porque ya había trabajado antes con este director. O sea, ella confía ciegamente en todo. Dice que por un montón, porque tú sabes que la carrera ya es increíble, por la gran cantidad de trabajos que ella ha hecho, no la ha visto, pero te tengo una buena noticia, exclusiva, no lo vas a ver. Se vienen 2 proyectos más con ese director.
I'm not sure how much I can tell you to make it at least a little bit surprising when it actually gets out. But one of the movies is going to be a Star Trek fan film working on. I wrote a script for the movie because I'm also a screenwriter, and me and Ross are going to be working on it together as actors. And the second movie, actually, I haven't really given him the script just yet, but we've already discussed it in the past. I'm not sure if he remembers it. And if it works out, it should be like a short superhero original movie, a comedy. And since it's from no established fandom, my plan is to make the movie and hopefully send it to a short film festival this year, because I would really like to try competing with it. Actually, a fun fact, it's based on a short story, and the short story is due to be published in a collection of sci-fi and fantasy stories in Czech, my original language. So basically, it's an adaptation of an already existing story.
Súper buenas noticias. Dice que no puede decir mucho, pero en realidad nos dijo bastante. La primera es guionista y es actriz. No, en esa no puede decir mucho. En la segunda, yo enloquecer. Sabes muy bien que ella, hay que decirlo, y ahorita se lo digo, ¿no? Ella es como una maestra en las adaptaciones a cómics, pero de una manera muy particular, tú lo sabes, ¿no? Se viene, después de todos estos trabajos que ha hecho, al fin una película basada en un material original, que por cierto ha sido adaptado a libros, a todo esto. No puedo decir más, pero sí es adaptado en una serie de cosas, pero yo siento que es la culminación de lo que tú le vas a preguntar, porque yo sé que le vas a preguntar a mí.
Sí, de hecho, yo siempre he querido preguntarle porque yo sé que tú has tenido la oportunidad de disfrutar todo el trabajo de no solo de Spider-Man, también de Batman, todo el referente al universo cinematográfico de Marvel. Yo sí le quiero preguntar esto, ¿cuál es la adaptación que aún no ha salido? Yo sé que este proyecto ya es muy importante, pero ¿cuál es la adaptación que tú quisieras llegar a la pantalla, ya sea como actriz, como directora, como guionista, que tú digas, mira, tienen que hacerlo, yo no sé por qué diablos no lo han hecho, que es muy importante. Y también pues yo la felicito por lo de, por los stop motion de Spider-Man, por lo de Batman, por lo de Spider-Man sin regreso a casa. Cuéntanos cuál es esa adaptación que tú quisieras ver en pantalla hecho por ti.
Y yo creo que después le diremos lo que queremos decirle así. Ella merece estar, ya sabes dónde. Pero bueno, Kat, knowing that you, because we know, of course, all your work about these adaptations both from Marvel and DC Comics. First, what is the adaptation that you feel that, oh, I really want to be part of this, I want to participate in some way, or I think that this should be made? And I was talking to to Jhon, and we feel that the thing that you mentioned, us, this project is like a culmination for an amazing career because, yes, we were talking to Jhon, and we say she should be included, and we hope on a big studio movie from superheroes because the work that you do in all the stop motions, is all the adaptations, is amazing. It's really and it's like a really beautiful work of art for people that really enjoy the details and this series. But tell us, and we want to thank you. In fact, we're happy to have you here for this particular body of work.
Well, I'm happy to be here because I'm not going to exaggerate when I say that superheroes are my greatest love when it comes to creating my scripts and acting roles. So anytime I get to work on a movie like this, I'm over the moon. And I also really enjoy writing the stories because one of my biggest writing dreams is to actually write a screenplay for one of the major superhero movies. Like I know, yeah, fingers crossed, like in the MCU or somewhere. But I don't know. I think I really like working on superhero stories because they have the power to inspire us as people, as humans, to be better, to work on our flaws, because they're just so relatable in many ways. Take, for example, Spider-Man. He's he's a guy who doesn't have it easy. He's known a serious loss in his life. He lost his parents, he lost his uncle, he doesn't really have any money, he lost his girlfriend. I mean, it's such a heavy stuff. And when he gets his powers, he would have every right to use them to make only his life feel better. But instead, he uses his powers to risk his life and help others. And I think that's something we can all be inspired by. I mean, none of us have spider powers, obviously, but we can just try and find other ways how to help other people, even if it's in a small way. And I don't know. I guess when I wrote these movies, I was hoping I would make people laugh and hopefully make them feel better. And I would at least help them in this very tiny way. And Spider-Man, any superhero really, is a good way how to achieve this.
You say it without saying it, and I really hope that I don't know if it's Sony or Marvel, but you made the script or participate in some way in, I don't know, in one of the Spider-Verse movies or something. We really, I know, and I know, and so I'm so nervous, but we really wish you this because it's a beautiful work, and it will be like a culmination. But if you continue doing the series that you do, like you do it, it will be amazing too. In fact, we are happy as a channel to have you here talking about this because sometimes people don't talk about this kind of works. But in fact, I want to ask you, in terms of interviews, this is like your first international interview, or you had made more?
I have made previous interviews, but mostly it was like for film documentaries of young creators. So no, it isn't really my first interview, but I think it's a first interview, like a video interview outside of a movie.
Sí ha aparecido en entrevistas, y tú lo sabes, para documentales, pero es la primera vez que se entrevista por todo su trabajo.
Wow.
Que lo está disfrutando, se siente muy bien, nos dijo algo muy bello. Yo le dije que ella respondió algo sin decírmelo, pero creo que se nota que ella desea ser llamada para participar tal vez en el scripts de algún Spider-Man, ojalá un Spider-Verse.
Que sí.
Dice, y yo lo deseo, dice que ella no va a negar y jamás va a ocultar que ama las historias de superhéroes, que ella siente que de cierta forma, si con ciertos detalles puede inspirar a alguien, lo hace. Ama obviamente todo el arco de Spider-Man, O sea, lo ama como ese personaje que sufre, que bueno, tú sabes, lo de la novia, Pero pues yo le dije que me disculpo incluso contigo, pues si me ves como preocupado por mi internet o por mis nervios, pero para mí y para ti es un honor tenerla. O sea, y que para nosotros es muy bonito tenerla entendiendo de que muchas veces no se habla de estos trabajos, para nosotros son obras de arte.
Por supuesto, yo lo disfruto.
Tienes que hablar no solo de la última película que ver, sino de Safe Plenty. Creo que la otra es Safe Plenty. Menciona ambas.
Claro. Bueno, claro. Yo, por ejemplo, quiero tocar esas dos como para cerrar y es, primero, Bloody Dan Low es una historia que trata de ayudar como a la familia, trata como de encontrar el amor correspondido, por ejemplo, cada ayuda a la hermana, hay en esa historia, entonces, ¿qué tan importante es el filme en la familia cuando realiza cualquier tipo de acción sin importar lo que cueste? Y en el filme de Safe, yo quisiera preguntarle es, ¿cómo fue no solo el ambiente, sino manejar las emociones referente al personaje? Y más en que es un filme muy, muy, muy desconocido para muchos. De hecho, hay muy pocas personas que lo saben. Entonces me gustaría salgar con esas dos.
Okay, this is the final two questions. First, and we're going to miss it. In Bloody Don't Love, how do you deal with the subject or helping a family member? But this is like the other question is about Safe Flame. Jhon feels, and I really want to see it, not only being translated, but watch it because he feels that this movie needs more recognition. In fact, he feels that, oh my God, why there's no many people that had watched such playing. He feels that this project is so special. So if you can tell us about Bloody Down Love and Sage Playing, it will be wrapping up with the best way.
Okay, so Bloody Damn Love, it was actually based again on a short story of mine I wrote a few years before making the action movie. Now I have to admit I'm not really proud of the finished movie because it was my first work as a director. And I also played the leading role, and it was just too much, too fast to make in a single day because we didn't have more time to make the film. So it was an excellent teaching experience, but looking back at it, I would have done many things differently. So yeah, let's just leave it at that. As for the safe place, I agree with what you said. I think this movie deserves way more recognition than it got. And I'm not just saying that because I was in it. I think it's really one of the best movies I did so far because it actually addresses a very important topic of people's mental health, which is still a sort of taboo in today's society. So I think it's important that there are movies who that address it and address it in a complex way and don't make the characters look like there's something wrong with them just because they have mental health issues or don't feel well. So I think it's important in this area very much, and I was honored to work on it. And it was, like I said, it was one of the best jobs I ever did.
Jhon, te voy a pedir un favor, primera vez que te voy a pedir un favor, porque ella está de acuerdo contigo en todo. Dice que Sage Plenty es su proyecto favorito. Como tú lo viste, ella dice que para ella es muy importante saber que hizo un proyecto donde se habla de la ayuda por la salud mental. Lo sabes muy bien. ¡Bravo! I was telling that as a final, the camera is yours. Send a big hi to the channel, to Colombia, invite to the people to follow your social media. I was telling, but I feel so shy. In fact, when Jhon told me that we're going to interview you, I was saying that I will ask to Kat to send a big hi for myself, but only you want it. I really love the Mana series. and your work doing all these homages to Spider-Man, Batman. But first, send a hi to Colombia, to the channel, and tell your social media so people can follow you.
Okay, so if you want to follow me on social media, I should warn you that I don't really understand social media, but my Instagram name is Girl Artist Geek. So you can follow me there. And I also have the same nickname on YouTube and on Twitter. So once again, you can follow me there if you'd like. I'm not really that much active, but I'm trying to work on it. Incidentally, I recently started a YouTube series called All About Acting, which focuses on acting tips for young and starting actors. So if this is something that would interest you, you can take a look, and maybe you will find something interesting there.
Yes. Save the moment, please. Ahora sí, Andrés, aprovecha.
No, Jhon is continuing to tell me that you say hi to myself, but no, in fact, I want to tell you that for me and for Jhon, for me, it's really an honor. I was so nervous and so shy. Well, as a fan of your work, for me, it's really, I'm happy to talk with you, to be the translator, to ask you about my questions. So, no, Kat, thank you so much for being here. We
Thank you
promise
for
to.
talking to me. It was great to meet you. And Jhon, I love your background. It's wonderful.
Oh,
you can tell him this, please.
I will. Yes, I will. I will do you. I will do a tour. In fact, there is some history here. Jhon, ella me pidió hacer que le haga un tour por mi cuarto.
Sí.
Okay, this is like from my city. This is called Son of Paradise and Crosses. This is for a movie festival called El Grito. I participate with that short film. I hope Jhon will send you that short film. Jhon, envíale esto, Sirena. This is from Lady Death. I freaking love the Lady Death.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. This is the movie that Jhon did. This is Operación Agramón. This is from Jhon's. Oh. And I got more. This is like a college I made with all movie stars and the Simpsons. This is, of course, Super Smash Brothers. This is a gift that they gave me as a kid, and she's Lucy, my kitty.
Oh,
hi, Lucy.
She's adorable.
I got 20 cats. It's crazy. I got 20 cats in my house.
20?
Yes, I got 20 cats in my house.
That's
For
impressive.
Me, yes, and I didn't show you my book, but as a writer, I'm happy to talk with another writer. It's really an honor, and no, for me it was an honor. You don't have to send me a salute because I showed you my place. No, Kat, thank you so much.
Thank you for talking to me. It was nice to meet you. And,
Jhon, ¿decías algo?
I really enjoyed the interview.
¿Te mostré tu libro?
This is my boot. Kat, Jhon is showing you my boot.
Your boot?
Yes, I am a writer. So when I was talking about your that aspect of your career, your writing, I was happy. As a writer, I always like to talk with another writers.
Yeah, me too. That's great. And you have a great phone. Thank you for showing me your decorations and posters and everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kat. It was an honor and a privilege.
It was great talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.